Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is November 8th, 2023. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a major false flag event, a bombing, an attack, an invasion to escalate the Israel-Hamas war and/or the Russo-Ukrainian war currently raging in Ukraine. So, exactly what type of event is planned is obviously unknown. But in respect to the Russo-Ukrainian war, some sort of Ukrainian offensive, possibly a cyber attack, possibly a dissolution of presidency event targeting Vladimir Putin, which may take the form of a quote-unquote rebellion by soldiers of the Russo-Ukrainian war, possibly a drone strike targeting the Kremlin or Vladimir Putin is expected. So similar to how the CIA is staging the war in Ukraine to basically as political cover for the assassination of Putin and an escalation of the Russo-Ukrainian war designed to draw the United States into a war with Russia and NATO, the CIA is planning to do the same thing in respect to the Israel-Hamas war. So in short, some sort of major attack, invasion, bombing is expected, possibly biological, chemical, or nuclear in nature. So these wars are being orchestrated not because there is some sort of long-term goals that the CIA plans to reach. It's basically to draw the United States and/or NATO into a war with Russia or into a war with Iran on behalf of Israel or Ukraine. So this is basically, these wars are being waged specifically to garner the political will, if you will, to draw the United States and NATO into war with the aforementioned Russia or Iran or other Arab nations such as Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, etc. So due to the fact that the CIA is hyping the amount of people killed. They're saying now it's now over 10,000 killed in the Gaza war. This is specifically designed to provide a timely motive for revenge attacks. So considering that on the 11th, there's going to be a major pro-Palestinian rally in London, and there's currently protests going on all around the world against the Israel-Hamas war. This is specifically designed to provide a timely motive for revenge attacks. And so these attacks will most likely transpire in the month of November of 2023, most likely targeting Hebrew, Jewish, and/or Israeli personnel or entities around the world. And the result may end up being a second biological pandemic in the aftermath of a biological or chemical-related attack. So basically, these wars, the CIA plans to stage some sort of major event. It could be in the form of a political assassination, a bombing, a rocket attack, a missile strike, a nuclear attack, chemical, biological, but some sort of major event is planned in November of 2023 to escalate these wars and to draw the United States and/or NATO nations in on the side of Israel and/or Ukraine against Russia or Iran or any other countries that are backing these alleged Axis countries, namely Russia and Hamas. In respect to Hamas, as I always cite in my reports in respect to Hamas, there's an article by the Wall Street Journal published in 2009 which basically states that the headline is "How Israel Helped Spawn Hamas." And so basically this is a state-sponsored terror group that is under the thumb of the Israeli Mossad and the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces. So some sort of major event is going to go down, and it may transpire within the United States, within Canada, within Europe, Ukraine, and/or Israel, to basically escalate these particular wars. And like I said earlier, they most likely will be biological, chemical, nuclear, or radiological in nature. Lastly, it's imperative to note that these two wars are Jewish in nature. So, in respect to the Russo-Ukrainian war, we have the Jewish Autonomous Oblast, the JAO, which is a Jewish state that's located in eastern Russia, which has command and control of the Kremlin. So, in respect to Putin, we have basically a Jewish war. And then you have on the Ukrainian side, they're led by Vladimir Zelensky, who is a Jewish comedian. In respect to Israeli war, we have Benjamin Netanyahu, the Zionist leader of Israel, who is waging this particular war, as well as Hamas, which, as I previously mentioned, was spawned by Israel. So these wars are specifically designed to trigger a much greater regional war and or World War III. And it looks like the CIA, based off the previous plots that I've identified and the plots that I will highlight today in my reports at 911truther.org, these wars are about to escalate in a major way, most likely in the aftermath of a false flag attack or otherwise targeting Ukraine, Russia, Israel, and or the United States. So obviously, in the event that some sort of major event goes down to escalate these wars, which will possibly and most likely result in an official declaration of war against Russia and or Hamas and whoever they claim is behind Hamas. So they'll probably claim Russia, Iran, China, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, etc. are responsible for funding Hamas, when we know that it's a Zionist operation being executed by the Israeli Mossad. So obviously, in the event that these events that I've highlighted come to fruition, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.